US often places tariffs on imported Chinese goods, especially cars. The logic behind this is straightforward: boost the local manufacturing and create more jobs in the local market. But the reality is, tariffs actually kill more jobs than it creates, fueling the costs and inflation at the same time. In our previous video, we learned that what are tariffs and why they are imposed. They are just another name of taxes for imported goods and are levied in order to thrive the local manufacturer. So let's take a real life example. Suppose if China is producing a car and exporting it to US for $50 and the same car is produced locally by an American manufacturer for $70, and suddenly the US government it decides to impose 100% tariff on imported goods from China. Boom. The price of imported car from China it will go to $100. It will create more jobs in the local car manufacturing industry. But what happens to other industry? Industries that depend on affordable vehicles like a car hire service, a delivery business, taxi fleet business, or a tourism business, they now suddenly face inflated cost. They now have to pay a $70 for the same car instead of paying $50, which is now gone to $100 as US government has decided to impose 100% tariff. What happens next? They have to pass that incremental cost effect to their end customer by increasing their prices. Their demand falls and so is their sales. They have to lay off their employees as their business is not performing well. And the local car manufacturer, protected from any competition, may gain an unfair advantage of monopoly in this case and can raise their prices even to $90. And they can. That's how market operates within a monopoly. What happens next? Their demand will also swallow, their sales will reduce, and so will be their business. And the same pattern continues. More layoffs. And that's how inflation builds up, my friends. Input cost rise, like cars in this case. These costs are passed on to the customers. Their purchasing power reduces and demand will also drop. And economy will enter into a circle of lower growth, few jobs and high costs. And this will cause eventually inflation. And what actually is inflation? Inflation is when prices within an economy they rise by such level at which the wages in an economy are not increasing, thereby reducing the value of money. So tariffs unintentionally trigger inflation, not by creating more money, but by making essentials more expensive. So do tariffs bring back jobs? Sometimes in one industry, but only at the expense of workers in the other industry losing their jobs. Higher cost, fewer jobs, less purchasing power, and a ripple effect that ends with all of us paying more and resulting in more inflation.